Good afternoon, Class 5-3. Mr. Waterman here with today's Language Arts lesson in Period 6. It is Thursday, December 3rd, 2020, and I hope everyone is doing safe and well. We are working on pages 111 and 112 of our grammar workbook. Okay? This week we started talking about helping verbs. But before we get into today's helping verbs lesson on page 112, we are going to review using quotation marks on page 111. Please listen as I read the point and as I read the directions. Use quotation marks at the beginning and end of a person's exact words. Directions. Write each line of dialogue correctly. Use the correct form of the irregular verb. Okay? Let's look at number 1. Has you heard about Washington's partner problem? Okay. Asked Kevin. So, first, in parentheses, I'm just going to say helping verb. So, has is incorrect. Okay? This should be have. H-A-V-E. Now we need to put in the quotation marks, right? So let's read it again. Have you heard about Washington's partner problem? We need quotation marks at the beginning of have and at the end of problem after the question mark. Okay? Right before the word asked, we need to put a comma. Asked Kevin. So now we are ready to rewrite. Quotation marks. Have you heard about Washington's partner problem? In quotation mark. Asked Kevin. Okay. Let's do one more together. I has read about it, but I hadn't actually seen any, said Mom. Okay. So now we have our comma in there. Okay. I'm going to actually move my comma from number 1. I'm going to put it there instead of in front of asked, like they have it here. Okay? So I has read about it. It should not be I has. It should be I have. H-A-V-E. You could just cross out your mistakes to help you. I have read about it, but I hadn't actually seen any, said Mom. So let's copy. Quotation marks. I have read about it, but I hadn't actually seen any, said Mom. Okay. Please try the other 3 on your own. After you have finished numbers 3 through 5. Please turn to page 112. This is our proofreading activity. Please listen as I read through each of the points. Helping verbs help other verbs show an action. Forms of have, has, and had are used with verbs ending in ed. I'm going to put a star next to that. That's very important. Point number 3. Forms of be. Is, are, was, and were are used with verbs ending in ing. Let's put another star next to that point. Point number 4. Will helps to tell what will happen in the future. And we'll put a star here. Please listen as I read the directions and the passage. Proofread the passage. Circle any incorrect helping verbs. We has gotten on the buses very early at 7 o'clock a.m. We slept on the way to Padilla Bay. We finally arrived at 9 o'clock a.m. I has never been so tired, yawned Steph. Wake up, said Tori. I is planning to take a class picture. She have taken pictures at every class trip, sighed Steph. Hurry up, said Miss Harper. We has a lot of activities planned for today. So let's go through and circle some of the incorrect helping verbs. First, we has gotten on the buses very early at 7 o'clock a.m. Now this is past tense, so we need to use had, not has. Let's circle has and write had, H-A-D. So now that's fixed. We slept on the way to Padilla Bay. We finally arrived at 9 o'clock a.m. I has never been so tired, yawned Steph. I has never is incorrect. We don't say I has, we say I have. H-A-V-E. Wake up, said Tori. I is planning to take a class picture. It is not I is planning. It should be I am planning to take a class picture. She have taken pictures at every class trip, sighed Steph. We don't say she have taken pictures. We say she has, H-A-S. Okay. Hurry up, said Miss Harper. We has a lot of activities planned for today. We has a lot of activities is incorrect. It should be we have, H-A-V-E, a lot of activities planned for today. All right. So now for the writing activity, it says to rewrite the passage. Write the helping verbs correctly. So we've done that. We've changed them all, so you need to write them correctly again when you write the paragraph. Now, it says add commas and quotation marks where necessary. Well, let's do that now. Quotation mark. I have never been so tired, yawned Steph. We need a comma here and in quotation marks there. Wake up, said Tori. So now we need a comma here again and quotation marks after wake up, after the exclamation mark. I am planning to take a class picture. We have in quotation marks here, but we don't have them in the beginning. Put them in front of I. She has taken pictures at every class trip, sighed Steph. So we need a period after trip. Then we need quotation marks here. Okay. We'll put a comma right there in front of side. Hurry up, said Miss Harper. Put a comma there. And then we have a lot of activities planned for today. So we need quotation marks here at the beginning of we. And we need them after the period in today. Now you can begin rewriting your passage. We have corrected everything, okay? Don't forget to indent. Space over a bit, just like they did up here. I'll write the first few sentences. We had gotten on the buses very early at 7:00 a.m. We slept on the way to Padilla Bay. We finally arrived at 9:00 a.m. Now, you're going to rewrite the last 4 sentences on your own with the corrections that we made with adding commas and quotation marks. And that's all for today, students. Now, please remember, if you have any questions, to email Mr. Waterman at any time. Now, stay safe and well, okay? And please remember, if we come to school next week, to please bring everything in with you. Any work that you have completed, okay? And please remember that we have a test tomorrow, so please review your grammar points on helping verbs. Take care, stay safe, be well, and I hope you had a great day studying. Bye-bye for now.